ALIYU GWARZO said, "The problem with you Southerners is that you can never understand the North. We are a misery to you, and you cannot comprehend us despite all your boasting that you are better than us. You claim to be educated, but in fact, you are uneducated and uncivilized. What do you know about education, and what has it done for you? We Fulani toss a small bone to you from our table, and you betray and fight each other like dogs for it. You crawl before us and beg us for crumbs. That is, you are lost in life. You are nothing more than beggars, cowardly and contented slaves. Just like your fathers served us, so shall you serve us. Just like you serve us, so shall your children serve us. And just as your children shall serve us, so their children shall serve us. Our great-grandfather, Sheikh Osman Danfodio, and the Mujahideen fought for it. Of course, our great-grandfather, Sheikh Osman Danfodio, and the Mujahideen fought for it. Our grandfather, the Sardana, Sir Ahmadu Bello, expanded our borders and frontiers. Our father, President Muhammadu Buhari, has come to complete the job, and he's doing very, very well. You see, the most effective chains are the invisible ones. We already have you in those chains, but you don't just know it. We took over power back in 2015. We will not release it to Southerners or unbelievers again, not in the next 100 years. It is true that we came from Futaturu and Futajalon many years ago and conquered the north. Now, every inch of it belongs to us. Every Fulani, whether from Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Niger, Chad, Cameroon, or anywhere else, is our brother and has a right to be here with us. We are Fulani before Nigerian, and our allegiance is to our Fulani brothers all over Africa, more than you. Now, we will conquer South, and we do it in the name of one Nigeria. In that one Nigeria, we shall remain the masters, and you shall remain the slaves. None, I said, none of you are going anywhere. Nigeria will never break. We will not allow it. ALIYU GWARZO. Now, Femi Fani-Kayode responds. The problem with you is that you have allowed your delusions and lust for power and control to get the better of you. You and those you speak for are truly lost. You threaten and boast as if you are God, forgetting that He alone has the final say. You are not the first Fulani to speak like this, and you will not be the last. A man called Hassan Kuntagura said similar things many years ago. And where is he today? The South is still standing, and despite all, we are not yet conquered. With apologies to William Shakespeare Macbeth, with apologies to William Shakespeare's Macbeth, permit me to say this. Yours is a story tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. I read your words and I shook my head in utter disgust. Such insolence, such arrogance, such hate. If you are incapable of learning from history, you are also incapable of learning from the ancient scriptures and the holy books. Can Satan defeat God? Can injustice prevail against justice? Does the suffering and captivity of the righteous last forever? Can the children of God be enslaved or subjugated in perpetuity? Can our God ever abandon us and hand us over to you? Can darkness overcome light? Though we may weep through the night, does our joy not come in the morning? Is our God not faithful, and is the vision not for an appointed time? Your threats and boasts make me laugh. Is this not the way King Sennacherib of Assyria boasted before King Hezekiah and the children of Israel at the gates of Jerusalem? Do you believe that our God, the God of Hezekiah, is dead? Is this not the way Goliath boasted before David? Do you think that our God, the God of David, is no longer alive? Hear this and hear it well. As long as Jesus sits on the throne, you will never conquer southern Nigeria. You can try, but you will continue to fail. You will continue to fail. And neither do you own the north. You only think you do. And as was the case with Icarius the Greek, your inordinate ambition, crass and inappropriate arrogance, and hubristic pride will lead you to nemesis. I make bold to say that hell will freeze over before we bend the knee and before. I make bold to say that hell will freeze over before we bend the knee and bow before you. And before you have your way, death would be preferable to such as ignoble capitulation. You have the nerve to talk about education and civilization, yet the bitter truth is that you are an uneducated Almajiri whose ancestors were still mounting and riding camels and donkeys, whilst mine were at the best universities in the world. My grandfather was at Furoth Bay College in Sierra Leone, which at that time was part of Durham University. Where was yours? My grandfather was at Selwyn College, Cambridge University. Where was yours? My father was at Downing University. Where was yours? My brothers were at Downing College, Cambridge University, and Georgetown University, respectively. Of course, they were at Georgetown University, respectively. Where were yours? I was at Sawos, London University, and at Pembroke College, Cambridge University. Where were you? I really do not know what education or civilization you are referring to because you have neither of the two. You, your forefathers, and your successors are still living in the Stone Age, riding camels, loving and worshipping cows, stealing other people's land in the name of cattle herding, butchering your fellow human beings and slaughtering your compatriots. Now I ask you this. Who is more educated and civilized between me and you? And between mine and yours? Do you even know the meaning of these words? The truth is that we are not one and can never be. The difference between us is like the difference between night and day. We love, but you hate. We seek the light, but you seek darkness. We believe in life, but you believe in death. We delight in peace, but you delight in war. We crave for progress, stability, security and prosperity, but you lust for anarchy, chaos, bloodshed, destruction, terror, conquest, power, and the perpetual domination and subjugation of others. I ask you again, who is more educated and more civilized between you and I? And between your people and mine? Can there be any fellowship between light and darkness? Can there be love between the sons of God and the sons of Belial? Can there be peace between the serpent and the lion? Can there be harmony between the captor and the captive? Can there be understanding between the oppressor and the oppressed? Is it any wonder that millions say that our country must either restructure or break? Is it not obvious that our claim of national unity is an illusion and that it is bogus and false? Nigeria is not one, has never been one, and will never, ever be one, until we forcefully learn and accept the basic and fundamental principle that all men, regardless of race, religion, and circumstance of birth, are equal before God. And secondly, that we must restructure and develop power from the center to the 6 regions and zones. Failure to do this will eventually result in the implosion and violent breakup of the country sometime in the not too distant future. Why? Because no matter how hard you try, oil and water do not mix. Because slave masters do not remain slave masters forever. And because slaves do not remain slaves in perpetuity. It is true that the ancient boundaries cannot be broken, but that does not mean that they cannot be altered and reset. From Femi Fanikayode.